again. Hi! So, I'm sorry if you can hear the rain outside, but it is raining. So this is a question corner video. Yay! So this is question corner 18. This question corner is in response to MrThrive2. So he asked me, you mentioned before with your working schedule that you would be working around 29.5 hours a week, but you have to stay at the school from something like 9 to 5, right? How has your work schedule actually turned out from what Interact told you you would be working? So, basically, the reason why it took me like a little bit longer to put this video out was because I wanted to wait until I actually had experience with this new type of contract. Basically, there are a variety of different contracts that you can have in Japan, like as an ALT, and with not just Interact, with like any other company too. They're just really just different types. So in my last contract, in my last city, basically I was sort of like an extra new teacher at that school, basically. So I was at one school and I was basically part of the faculty, you know. I participated in all the meetings, you know, like I was really like a member of the faculty. And whereas like Interact would tell me like, oh yes, you need to go to work on these days, or you know, these are your holidays, or like things like that. My school was the one who told me what classes I was teaching and when. So, yeah. I don't know. And this new contract that I'm on is like Gyomu Itaku. And Gyomu Itaku is more like, to use like an analogy, it's more like I'm a plumber. So basically like I work, you know, for, you know, Schmedley's plumbing company, and you know, this person calls up and says, I need you to fix my sink. So they're like, okay, Lauren, go fix this person's sink. So I go and fix their sink. So I'm not, you know, living at her house. I'm not working for her, like directly for her. I'm working for her through my company. So it's basically like that, where, you know, I'm working at 5 different schools, and my daily schedule is told to me by my company. So basically everything needs to go through my company. Yeah, so there are different contracts. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that I had experience in, at least like, I've only been on this new contract for like a week now, but I wanted to have at least a little bit of that experience before I made this video. So basically, when Interact, or most, I mean from what I've heard anyway, like for what most other similar companies that are here in Japan, when they tell you your working hours, that's when you're teaching classes, when you're doing assigned preparation for classes, if there's like a school festival that you've been told to participate in, or you've been told to participate in like the English club or something, like assigned working hours, or like when those things. But times when you're not teaching, like free time, if you decide to do overtime, like there's no overtime. So when Interact says you will be working a maximum of 29.5 hours a week, that means that you will not be teaching or doing things like on your schedule for more than 29.5 hours. So it's kind of like a little bit difficult to explain. So I'll show you. This is I blacked out the teachers' names because I love them, but this was from my old school, so I don't know if it might be difficult for you to see, but basically it's really messy, because when I say to be flexible in Japan, be flexible, because it changes constantly. But anyway, so basically, like, I had, you know, like a couple of classes that day. So I had to start work at like, you know, I had to be at the school from, you know, around 8-ish, 8 o'clock-ish, and I got to leave at around a little after 4. So that's like, you know, an 8-hour day. However, I mean, as you can see, I only have like, you know, a couple of different classes a day. So like, you know, like 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes 5 classes a day. And sometimes, you know, they're taking tests, so I'm not teaching, or, you know, here like the Ichinensei, like the first years went on a school trip to Nagano, so I didn't teach any first years for like 4 days. So, yeah, I mean, it's totally different, but I'm definitely not teaching, I'm not working for 29.5 hours during that week. It's basically a 40-hour week. If you, like in the US, it would be considered a 40-hour week. Like you're at work, working. This is like my new sort of schedule. This is a sample. But yeah, so each day is here, and you know the classes that I'm teaching, but yeah, I'm not teaching every period. I'm not teaching, you know, 10 classes a day. I know it's kind of hard to understand because I have trouble understanding it sometimes, but like for example, so February 10th, there was it was like a midterm exam, I think. Yeah, it was a midterm exam for the kids. So I'm not teaching that day because everyone's taking tests, obviously. So, but I still had to be there that day. I had to be there from 8 o'clock till like 4 o'clock-ish, just like I am every other day. But because I'm not teaching and because it's testing, there's no preparation work, I'm technically not working according to what Interact considers working hours. But I'm still at school. I'm still, you know, if like a teacher asks me, like, could you help me make photocopies, or could you help me carry these, you know, boxes of paper for the copier in, or you know, like I helped clean the English room, you know, like I'm not doing nothing, or I'm studying too. But like I'm not like, you know what I mean, like I'm not doing nothing. I'm still working. I'm still a part of the school. I'm still doing those things. It's just not it's not contributing to that 29.5 hour maximum. Oh, it's so hard to explain. They will never let you work in terms of like, you're not going to be teaching classes for 30 hours a week. You won't be. Like you will not have, what would that be even? I don't know, like if you were teaching 6 classes a day, you know, like for 5 days, that would be way over 29.5 hours a week. That would never happen. You will never be working that much. But you will be working every day, and you will be contributing to that 29.5 hour total. But most people will actually like work less according to that total. I did at my last school. I don't think I actually worked. I definitely worked less than 29.5 hours a week according to what they said. But I was working. Technically, I was working a 40-hour week. But I often wasn't teaching all that many classes in a day. So I don't know. It's super, super, super confusing. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I really do. And this isn't at all a criticism. I love this company. But yeah, it's confusing. And I remember seeing things like this too when I was still looking for a job. Like a lot of jobs would say, you'll be working, you know, 20 hours a week. Like, really? Like, what does that mean? But it's the same as this. Like, you will be working a 40-hour week like everyone else does, but they don't consider those times when you're not teaching a class work according to their grand total. So, yeah, thank you for asking a question. I really, really hope you're not more confused. And thanks for watching, guys. And thank you to all the new subscribers I had. My name was mentioned in one of Victor's videos with the Cajun Gaijin, who you should also go check out, because he's pretty cool, and he's coming over here to teach very, very soon. I don't know when exactly. when would he be coming over? I don't know. But anyway, he's coming soon. So he's like going through the visa process at the moment. So yeah, go check him out. But it was a video with him in there, and they mentioned me, so I got new subscribers. So welcome, guys, and see you guys later. Maybe I really shouldn't make videos at like like 12:42 in the morning. Maybe it's a bad idea. Okay, bye guys.